Assalamu alaikum. Surah 6 of the Holy Quran, Al and An. This is verses 120 to 156. I seek refuge in Allah from the devil the accursed. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. And leave, desist from what is apparent of sin and what is concealed thereof. Indeed, those who earn blame for sin will be recompensed for that which they used to commit. And do not eat of that upon which the name of Allah has not been mentioned, for indeed it is grave disobedience. And indeed, do the devils inspire their allies among men to dispute with you. And if you were to obey them, indeed, you would be associators of others with him. And is one who was dead, and we gave him life, and made for him light by which to walk among the people, like one who is in darkness, never to emerge therefrom. Thus it has been made pleasing to the disbelievers that which they were doing. And thus we have placed within every city the greatest of its criminals to conspire therein. But they conspire not except against themselves, and they perceive it not. And when a sign comes to them, they say, never will we believe until we are given like that which was given to the messengers of Allah. Allah is most knowing of where, with whom he places his message. There will afflict those who committed crimes, debasement before Allah, and severe punishment for what they used to conspire. So whoever Allah wants to guide, he expands his breast to contain Islam, and whoever he wants to send astray, he makes his breast tight and constricted, as though he were climbing into the sky. Thus does Allah place defilement upon those who do not believe. And this is the path of your Lord leading straight. We have detailed the verses for a people who remember. For them will be the home of peace, paradise, with their Lord, and he will be their protecting friend because of what they used to do. And mention, O Muhammad, the day when he will gather them together and say, O company of jinn, you have misled many of mankind, and their allies among mankind will say, our Lord, some of us made use of others, and we have now reached our term which you appointed for us. He will say, the fire is your residence, wherein you will abide eternally, except for what Allah wills. Indeed, your Lord is wise and knowing. And thus will we make some of the wrongdoers allies of others for what they used to earn. O company of jinn and mankind, did there not come to you messengers from among you, relating to you my verses, and warning you of the meaning of this day of yours? They will say, we bear witness against ourselves, and the worldly life had deluded them, and they will bear witness against themselves that they were disbelievers. That is because your Lord would not destroy the cities for wrongdoing while their people were unaware. And for all are degrees, positions resulting from what they have done. And your Lord is not unaware of what they do. And your Lord is the free of need, the possessor of mercy. If he wills, he can do away with you and give a succession after you to whomever he wills, just as he produced you from the descendants of another people. Indeed, what you are promised is coming, and you will not cause failure to Allah. Say, O my people, work according to your position, for indeed I am working. And you are going to know who will have succession in the home. Indeed, the wrongdoer will not succeed. And they, the polytheists, assign to Allah from that which he created of crops and livestock a share, and say, this is for Allah by their claim, and this is for our partners associated with him. But what is for their partners does not reach Allah, but what is for Allah, this reaches their partners. Evil is that which they rule. And likewise, to many of the polytheists, their partners have made to seem pleasing the killing of their children in order to bring about their destruction and to cover them with confusion in their religion. And if Allah had willed, they would not have done so. So leave them and that which they invent. And they say, these animals and crops are forbidden. No one may eat from them except whom we will, by their claim. And there are those camels whose backs are forbidden by them, and those upon which the name of Allah is not mentioned. All of this an invention of untruth about him. He will punish them for what they were inventing. And they say, what is in the bellies of these animals is exclusively for our males and forbidden to our females. But if it is born dead, then all of them have shares therein. He will punish them for their description. Indeed, he is wise in knowing. They will have lost who killed their children in foolishness without knowledge, and prohibited what Allah has provided for them, inventing untruth about Allah. They have gone astray and were not rightly guided. And he it is who causes gardens to grow, both trellised and untrellised, and palm trees and crops of different kinds of food, and olives and pomegranates, similar and dissimilar. Eat of each of its fruit when it yields, and give its due zakah on the day of its harvest, and be not excessive. Indeed, he does not like those who commit excess. And of the grazing livestock are carriers of burdens, and those too small. Eat of what Allah has provided for you, and do not follow the footsteps of Satan. Indeed, he is to you a clear enemy. They are 8 mates, of the sheep 2, and of the goats 2. Say, is it the 2 males he has forbidden, or the 2 females, or that which the wombs of the 2 females contain? Inform me with knowledge, if you should be truthful. And the camels 2, and of the cattle 2. Say, is it the 2 males he has forbidden, or the 2 females, or that which the wombs of the 2 females contain? Or were you witnesses when Allah charged you with this? Then, who is more unjust than one who invents a lie about Allah to mislead the people by something other than knowledge? Indeed, Allah does not guide the wrongdoing people. Say, I do not find within that which was revealed to me anything forbidden to one who would eat it, unless it be a dead animal, or blood spilled out, or the flesh of swine, for indeed it is impure, or it be that slaughtered in disobedience, dedicated to other than Allah. But whoever is forced by necessity, neither desiring it nor transgressing its limit, then indeed your Lord is forgiving and merciful. And to those who are Jews we prohibited every animal of uncloven hoof, and the cattle and the sheep we prohibited to them their fat, except what adheres to their backs, or the entrails, or what is joined with bone. By that we repaid them for their transgression, and indeed we are truthful. So if they deny you, O Muhammad, say, your Lord is the possessor of vast mercy, but his punishment cannot be repelled from the people who are criminals. Those who associated others with Allah will say, if Allah had willed, we would not have associated anything, and neither would our fathers, nor would we have prohibited anything. Likewise did those before deny until they tasted our punishment. Say, do you have any knowledge that you can produce for us? You follow not except assumption, and you are not but misjudging. Say, with Allah is the far-reaching, conclusive argument. If he had willed, he would have guided you all. Say, O Muhammad, bring forward your witnesses who will testify that Allah has prohibited this. And if they testify, do not testify with them. And do not follow the desires of those who deny our verses, and those who do not believe in the hereafter, while they equate others with their Lord. Say, come, I will recite what your Lord has prohibited to you. He commands that you not associate anything with him, and to parents good treatment, and do not kill your children out of poverty. We will provide for you and them. And do not approach immoralities, what is apparent of them and what is concealed. And do not kill the soul which Allah hath forbidden to be killed except by legal right. This has He instructed you, that you may use reason. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Peace and blessings be upon the messengers of Allah. And all praise and glory be to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.